Here's how I used business credit to go from dead broke with horrible personal credit to building an 8-figure business and beyond. I'm going to map out the steps for you right now. So look, I owned a mortgage company. It was the first business I ever owned, and it failed during the mortgage crisis. Like all of a sudden, what I did overnight went away. And the result of that is that since I personally guaranteed everything for the business, it took me down with it. And what I mean by that is the banks literally came and cleaned all the money out of my bank account. Business debtors reported collections on my personal credit report, and my current credit card issuers on the personal side lowered my limits to what I owed, which tanked my personal credit scores. So I'm trying to launch in a new business. I have now bad personal credit. I have no money in the bank. One of the worst positions you could ever be in, because now I don't even have limits on my credit cards to be able to do this. So along the way, as I start to launch in the consumer and commercial credit business, I start to discover what business credit is and how it works. And I start to go out and get my initial credit. Now, I used starter vendors, the credit you get initially to start building business credit, to help with some basic marketing efforts. I decided that network marketing, going to networking groups, worked for me because it worked within my budget. I didn't have money to spend on ads or anything else. And so what I did was I used starter vendors to be able to print flyers and use those flyers to go into networking events to explain what we did. And my goal was to walk out with 1 to 3 leads every day, which I did. And then I would meet with them and start making sales. And as I started to make sales, well, then money started to come in. So the next thing I did was I wanted to start running ads on places like Facebook. And that's where I actually started. So I actually used my starter vendor credit to get me a credit line to actually start running Facebook ads. Yeah, it's a real thing. One of the first vendors you can get to build business credit is a vendor that you can actually get to start running ads, actually have a credit line to be able to do websites and ads, amongst many other things. And that's exactly what I did. So I started to run ads on Facebook and started to find my way and get leads in the door there. Now I'm getting leads from networking events. Now I'm getting leads from ad sources as well. Now, in order to do this, now I started to get some traction, but I started to get customers, and I had to service all of those customers. And that took computers. It took lights like I have all around me here. It took nice cameras. It took printers. It took paper. So again, I was able to use business credit accounts, even with bad personal credit, to get all of these things. I was able to get credit at HP. I was able to get credit at Apple. I was able to get credit at Dell, at Staples, at Office Depot as well. And through those sources, I was able to get everything I needed to start a consumer credit business, what I would ultimately sell and get to a just business credit building business. And so I was able to get the printers, the paper, the computers, everything I needed to actually execute that business. So I use business credit to do that. Now I continue to be able to start to run some ads and scale some ads, do network marketing to be able to get customers in the door, use my business credit to have bought all the things I needed to actually service those customers. And as I started to really gain traction, then I knew it was time to scale. And in order to scale, I had a 2-pronged strategy, which I think anybody can execute to get to a 7-figure business and beyond. Number one, I needed to become an authority in my space. I needed to be an expert. And in order to do that, I needed a good phone. I needed good cameras like this one right here, which are about $1,000 a piece. I needed lights, and I needed some other things like wireless mics to be able to get it done. Well, I used business credit to buy all of that. Everything that I used at the point to become a YouTube sensation, which at that point we were clearly #1 on YouTube for business credit, then we were able to build all of this using business credit to buy all of the stuff we needed to do it. Second prong approach is running ads. Look, I've always said, if you want leads, buy them, buy traffic. You can always buy traffic, and that comes from running ads on places like Facebook and Google. It's exactly what we did. When we blew past the credit line we were able to get from our starter vendor, next we were able to have built our business credit to actually go out and be able to get an American Express card. We used that Amex to start running ads at scale. We went to start spending hundreds of thousands of dollars once we figured out what worked to start running Facebook ads. And eventually, as we continued to use Amex, pay it down, get business credit, our business credit profile and score became more robust, more robust, more robust. Then the result of that was that Facebook actually gave us a massive credit line themselves. We no longer needed to use the Amex or any other credit card. Now Facebook gave us a credit line that we continued to scale with and built a 7-figure ad budget. Think about that, spending over $1 million a year on ads, all starting from business credit to be able to get to this position. And by the way, this all helped me buy time to fix the consumer credit issue, to start bringing revenue in the door. And those things helped us get even more money. We were able to get like a high risk revenue lending loan that we used to open a call center to be able to buy leads from a few sources. And then again, now we had even more ways of being able to bring customers in the door. We were able to use that to be able to scale our sales team and again, continue to grow the business. And again, business credit was directly responsible for buying all the things we need to buy or building the credit profile that helped us to start to get financing, even with the consumer credit issues, to be able to start to really grow the business. Now, look at us where we are today. 10 years have passed since I started this journey, 10 years. And we just closed one of the biggest deals, not the one of the biggest deals the company has ever closed. And the deal will literally double the size of our company to multiple 8 figures as we actually move forward in the next 2 years. And guess what? In order to get that deal done, they wanted to make sure that we as a company were creditworthy. And they made that decision based on polling our Dun & Bradstreet business credit reports. So we just closed the biggest deal we've ever had to double the size of the company. And we were approved to be able to get that deal done based on our business credit quality. So here we are, well into the future. Who knows where business credit will take us? But that's how business credit helped me go from dead broke, damaged consumer credit, to building an 8-figure business, and then how it's helping us scale to a multiple 8-figure business. This is the power of business credit. Gives you an idea of what it can do for you. If you want to know how to do this step-by-step, grab our guide that's been downloaded over 1 million times at creditsuite.com/EIN. That's creditsuite.com/EIN. That'll give you the steps to building business credit. Hey, and don't forget to visit us online at creditsuite.com if you're interested in offering business credit and financing as a service to be able to make it your primary service, even a secondary service to help you increase the lifetime value of your customers. Hey, did you get value from this training? If so, and you got value from learning from my story and what it could do for you, then make sure you like and subscribe and keep your eye out for our next training where we talk about more cool ways to get the money you need to start and grow your business. Take care.